I'm Aileen Bailey, Olympian for Jamaica, and you're watching Edivisions. Remember to subscribe, like, and subscribe and share.
All right, greetings, sports fans. Welcome back to another episode of the Off the Bench podcast. Today I'm joined by former reggae boy and the entrepreneur, the CEO of Own Touch Soccer Academy, Gregory Simmons. Greg, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Um, hanging in there, hanging in there. Been a hectic day, but I'm here. You
Yeah.
know. First of all, let's get into some reggae girls. Um, the coach. I have to start with that. Where were you when you heard that the coach, you know, contract was not being extended? Where were you at that point? And what was your immediate reaction to
Probably was at the academy after training. I think um, I wasn't too surprised because the way the vibes was and the comments that he was making, and as he said, he didn't hear anything up until the last minute. So I was assuming the worst. Um, but my opinion on it is, obviously I won't agree with it. For me, Lon was is one of the best coaches ever in the JFF football history on the men's and the women's side. Um,
that?
his connection with the players and I believe majority of the fans were positive. Um, and I think he was just starting something very special. So for them to just cut it off like that, I don't think it's in the best interest of football on the women's side. But they have their reasons. I don't know the ins and outs. Um, but basically, we're just going off of what we're hearing and reading. But you know, it's sad, but I guess it's part of life.
Yeah, exactly. Part of life. And this is leading to a new era. We're heading into a new era for the Reggae Girls, no longer under Coach Lauren Donaldson. We have a few players, up and coming players. Um, I believe the future is bright. We have those youngsters coming up, and we just want to hope that these youngsters continue to get the chance, continue to improve, develop, and grow into this national team. So in this video, we're just going to highlight a few of them. Starting off with Jodie Brown. The person might say, "Oh, Jodie Brown is on the list." She's just 21. She's been in the team from she was 19. And she's pretty much a regular in the first team. Plays at Florida State in the U.S. Dominated the youth level for Jamaica. You know, so far 12 goals, 18 appearances in the U20s. About 12 goals for the senior Reggae Girls team. An excellent player. Did not have the best World Cup. Did not have the best Olympic qualifiers. But what are your thoughts on Jodie Brown as a player and she going forward?
No, Jodie Brown's a very special player, and I think we need to really be proud of her and proud of her ability and her potential. Again, she's just 21. So for her to achieve and accomplish what she's accomplished already at 21, that's a huge plus for the Reggae Girls. And she's only going to get better. I know she didn't have the best World Cup. That's, again, age has a lot to do with that. Experience has a lot to do with that. A lot of things on and off the field can affect her mentally. She has school to think about. There's a lot on her plate. But as a young player, again, the future is very bright. She is one of our best players, and the potential for her to continue to grow as a footballer is very exciting for the Reggae Girls.
All right, number two on my list, Kiki Kalisa Van Zanten. She's from Illinois, you know, Notre Dame, 75 appearances, 21 goals. She played at U level for USA, played in about 9 games for the senior Reggae Girls team, and I believe she has a goal. Um, for me, this might sound controversial, but I I don't know if she's 100% in as it relates to football. She's a very pretty girl, I see her on, modeling and all of that. So, but as a player though, she has the talent, very skillful. Under Lauren wasn't getting as much game time, but again, she's young. Um, only 21 again, but can you see her continuing in this regular senior team?
Yeah, man, for sure. Again, she's another special player. Um, I had the opportunity to really get to know her a little bit over the World Cup. Her passion is the game. Um, and that's her main passion. That she wasn't too happy about her playing time at the World Cup. I think she has the ability to be a big plus for the Reggae Girls, and that's another huge potential there. Um, but for her, again, is with what we all have to understand is the dynamic of the JFF definitely affected the players. So when you see them body language sometimes, or you think that they're not interested, it's just a frustration of everything. They try to keep it professional as best as they can, but I know as a player, it's in the back of your mind, and it does affect you. But I know for sure she fully engaged. She fully wants um, to play professionally, and continue her journey and continue to support and play for Jamaica, 100%.
All right. I guess I'll have to buy that, considering that you know her personally. I'm just looking on the outside.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But number 3 on the list, PH Bailey Gale, forward plays for Crystal Palace in the UK. Formerly of Leicester City, Arsenal as well. She also played youth football for England. Not a lot of appearances for the Reggae Girls. I believe just 7. Another young prospect, 21 years old. How do you see her developing, and what do you think she need to work on to get into the team?
To be honest, I didn't realize she was so young. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. Well, for me, that even helps because at 21, and she's playing at the level she's playing in those professional environments, is only up from here. So again, that's another good prospect. I haven't seen enough of her to really make a comment, obviously, because she didn't play as much. But just her background in here, the club she's played for, the professional environments that she's a part of now, that's a lot of experience that she can bring to the team. So as she continues to grow and develop, the next World Cup is in 4 years. She'll be 25, which is a good age. So I expect her to continue to develop and become better.
Yeah, and I think she's a hidden gem, because, as I said earlier, in terms of where she's playing at that level, I just think she needs the opportunity to show really, how great she is.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the list, and she's the youngest, only 18 years old, high schooler from Georgia, Chambly High School in Georgia. She made her debut for the Senior Reggae Girls in February of this year. Soleil Washington has been getting a lot of cameos off the bench for the senior team. Extremely fast player, extremely fast, full of tricks. I know you're fond of her game as well. Talk to us about Soleil.
Yeah, man, I saw Soleil for the first time in the Florida camp. I think her first camp, and I was like amazed of her ability at such a young age, and her confidence on the ball, and wanting the ball, and wanting to make a difference every time she has the ball. She's very direct, which is a good trait to have as a younger player. So yeah, the ceiling is very high. I mean, those are 4 players that you've mentioned right there could be a key factor in the next World Cup series. So, and that's very exciting. And that's credit to Lon to giving these younger players the opportunity to gain that experience. prepare for the next round of World Cup qualifiers. So yeah, man, ceiling high for her. I really like her as a player. And she fits into the group. Even though she's younger, she fit right in. Was mature enough to hang with the girls, be away from home. That wasn't a problem for her. So that says a lot about her maturity.
All right, that's it for the list. No, just kidding. There's one more person, and I think I just go and let you take it away. 19-year-old University of Tennessee, doing well at that level. Cameron Simmons, one goal so far for the senior Reggae Girls team. She also played at youth level. Been getting a lot of game time now. Um, Tell us, you know her better than me.
Yeah. No, Cameron is, she is very passionate about the game. She loves the game. This is what she wants to do now. I think it was after she went to South Korea the first time with the Reggae Girls, she really said this is what she wants. She wants to play football at the highest level for as long as possible. But her potential is high because I don't know if a lot of people realize, but she started playing football at age 12, and she's played at a lower level. So it's not until she was 15 where she started playing at an elite level. And obviously at that age she wasn't. She's probably the worst player on the team, and think about she's 19 now. So over 4 year period, 3 year period, this is where she's developed and where she is today. So who knows? We will, we'll see what the next 4 years look like. But the ceiling is very high for her. I think this experience that Lon and the coaching staff gave her um, is only going to make her a good, valid player to the Reggae Girls in the future. So again, just to give credit to the coaching staff, I think when they brought in all these younger players, they were thinking for the future. It wasn't for now, which is, you don't really see a lot of that in the game today. So we're very grateful for that opportunity. I know Cameron is excited for the future. Um, she's continued to work hard in her game. There's a lot of things that she still needs to work on. She's aware of that, but she definitely want to make an impact and help Jamaica get back to the World Cup and make it even further in the next round. So
Yeah, that is it. But I'm going to put you on the spot though, Greg. In terms of potential, out of those five players, give me the top three in terms of potential.
uh, top three.
Yeah.
All right, I forgot with Soleil, Cameron, and Jody. You mean in order? That's just those are the
No,
three.
you
Yeah,
can do it randomly. You don't have to be in
yeah, that's
order.
random. Yeah, those are the top three.
Yeah.
Kiki's right there, um, but I think those three is the top three for me.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. But the future is bright, and Lauren Donaldson, even though he's no longer the coach, he has stated that he'll be looking out for players just the same. He'll be recruiting players, looking out, especially in the USA, and in the other diasporas, alongside him, Hugh Menzies. He'll be continuing to look for young talents. So not only these five players, there are other young players in the squad as well.
Yeah,
Leela Brooks, Kayla, McNamara and others. So there are young players in the squad just the same, and we hope that they continue to develop, so that, as you said earlier, we can continue to make World Cups and continue to go further and further into these tournaments.
yeah,
All right?
yeah, man. But I think all the girls are in good programs on the developmental side, so that's good for us for Jamaica. Um, and after their careers in college, I'm sure they'll be playing professionally somewhere, so they'll continue to develop. Um, and as you said, Coach Lon and Coach Mendes are continuing to recruit for Jamaica, even though they're not a part of it, because I think Lon was the one that recruited Cameron when she was 15. He saw her
Mm-hmm.
playing and just told her, just go get your passport and then figure out if you get called for the 17s or 20s, just go ahead and get it. So you can tell those guys were all, their passion is Jamaica no matter what, especially for the girls. And I know a lot of girls right now in the US that they've already spoken to that are 15 and 16 years old. And I think even though they're not involved, they'll continue to do that. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, we're all Jamaicans. We love Jamaica. We want the football to
Yeah.
be successful, no matter if we involve our directly or indirectly. So, future bright.
All right, fans, there you have it. The top 5 players to watch for the Reggae Girlz. So that was Gregory Simmons. I'm Eddie Guna. Always remember, like, share, and subscribe.